Purcell, and I'm coming to you from the Alaska News Source newsroom and from our live desk. Let's check out some of this week's Picture Alaska viewer submitted photos, and 'tis the season, and that's where we'll start. So we have some great pictures for you. Check out these winter holiday scenes, and this is a series of photos that came to us from Ruth Hayes. So thank you, Ruth, for being out and about. I don't know whose houses these are, so I guess I feel a little funny showing all these houses so publicly, but hey, great job on all the holiday lights. So beautiful. I love that. Look, I don't know if that's the star or the moon that's up above that house, but it's a nice little bright light even in the sky. Check out that uniform look to this house. All of these houses doing a great job on those lights. I wonder, do they hire somebody professional, or do they just get up on a ladder and do that in warmer weather? I would take it. And yes, I love the multicolored look as well. It's always nice when you can decorate those live trees in front of your house, and not just the tree boughs, but I think when you decorate the tree trunk, that is also very nice. So, hey, this is going to be one of those Picture Alaskas that you can share with some of your friends and family in the lower 48. I say this just looks like a Christmas palace. And I did give it a good look. I think I spotted at least 3 trees in this house. Can you spot these trees? I'll tell you that one is on the far left. I think there is another one on the bottom portion of the house, kind of in that octagon shape. This could be a bed and breakfast. I don't know. It's very large, or even a kind of a clubhouse. But and I think in the main foyer there's another tree, and then of course outside they have a beautiful lit tree. So Ruth, it was nice that you were driving around and showing us and sharing your holiday photos with us. Now, as far as other pictures that we have, this is from the Palmer area when they lit up the water tower in Palmer. So thank you to Tracy Try, who was out there that night. And Palmer is one of those little picturesque kind of towns, isn't it? And with the backdrop of those mountains. And speaking of the mountains, I happened to be looking at AK 511 one afternoon, just as it was getting into that twilight time of the evening. Mount Drum showing up in this image from milepost 176.6 of the Glen Highway. So look what you can see on AK 511. I just wanted to give that a shout out. And hey, for winter driving conditions, you can also check it out. It's a pretty good little resource, as well as the Alaska Weather Team. For the Glen Highway, you can see this tree, and Tracy took the picture, but a lot of folks have been now taking over the maintenance of that tree after the person who started that had sadly passed away. But thank you to Tracy for sending that photo. I'm not sure if I shared this before. I know I certainly did on television, but this is just a stunning example of light pillars. Remember this time last week when it was cold? And it was cold down to the single digits, even sub-zero temperatures, and you have a few suspended ice crystals in the air. This is the type of effect that you can see. Those prisms of ice crystals just kind of act as a reflecting mirror, and that light just goes all the way up into the atmosphere. Also Ruth Hayes. So sunset on the Kuskokwim, thank you. I think this is maybe, oh no, we have one more. Sunset on the Kuskokwim River, Genesee Andrew. That looks like it could be skatable, but always be safe on those rivers out in Alaska. It doesn't matter. And we have experienced a bit of a warm up here recently, so you do want to be very careful. And this is pre-sunrise, but it looks so soft and pastel, almost like a painting. Dennis Ivanos sending that in from Unalakleet. I want to thank all of the folks that send in the pictures. And really, we can only feature so many, even on Picture Alaska or even on our television broadcasts. But we can always click accept when you go to our online gallery, and you'll see so many pictures. Hey, Ruby, I thought this was funny. The Ruby International Airport. Aaron Peters said it was 20 below when he was taking that photo, but you can see those very long winter shadows there, and some of those planes parked for a while. The sunset in Wales, thank you to Larry Sereedlook for sending that in, and very low on the horizon there. Sun pillar, we had light pillars at night. Now this is a sun pillar, and that's from Scott Sauer. So it looks like it's just emanating right from the top of that mountain. And he called it a sun volcano, so I'll say that. So Scott, that was a good description as well. And this is where I think we're going to wrap it up, because you know what, little hummingbird, you need to fly south. I did a check, and this is from Tana Turner, and she's in Sitka. So she sent me a picture like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if it was the same hummingbird, but she said, hey, this hummingbird is hanging around in the month of November. And now it is December. You've had a snowstorm roll through, you've had some heavy rains, and that hummingbird is still coming to that feeder. So I guess it's a good thing that it's still getting fed, because they burn up some calories. But these little things either winter in Mexico or even as far south as Panama. So that's why I say, hummingbird, you need to fly south. But it's a good thing that hopefully it's either Tana or somebody is helping to take care of it through the colder winter months that it seems to be hanging around for. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us on this week's Picture Alaska. 'Tis the season, and just remember to stay safe out there. We do have a freezing rain advisory situation happening in the Anchorage area going into the overnight hours into early Thursday, but we'll have more on that in our broadcasts on television. So again, have a good evening out there.